Hi there everyone, Life DIY Josie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Thrifty Thursday when I do a throwback of one low budget idea every Thursday. Here are simple organizational ideas. First, I want to show you how I made this utensil holder. I used this empty can. And I don't know about you, I always save these types of cans because you can use them for a lot of things. So I'm just ripping off this wrapping or label, and the only thing that I really don't particularly enjoy is removing the glue at the back and where they glue that paper or label. So in case you're wondering, this is a 52-ounce can. Using my sandpaper, which I also purchased at Dollar Tree, I am sanding the exterior part of my can, especially where the glue was. And this is where I really focus on. And again, the entire exterior of the can I had to sand because when I paint, I just want to make sure that the paint will also adhere. And then I used a damp paper towel just to remove the dust that was created by sanding. And this is the chalk paint that I use for the entire project. And this is the Rust-Oleum chalked. And this is the linen white. And I'm going to be linking it in the description box below as part of the list of my materials so that you will be able to find it. I purchased this at Amazon. Again, not a sponsored video. I just want to let you know because a lot of people ask sometimes what I use. So I just want to share them as well. So I'm just using this brush. And I'm just going to be applying 2 coats of paint. The second coat will just give it a very nice, even finish. I'm also painting the top using my artist paintbrush and just dipping it to the same color of paint and applying a couple of coats as well. Now, just a reminder, before applying the second coat, you have to dry the first coat. And I have these images that I found online. I just printed one that shows a big wooden spoon, and then the other one is a whisk because I'm going to be using this to put my utensils on. So after applying a couple of coats of paint again, I'm using my artist paintbrush and I'm decoupaging these 2 utensils on the top or on the front side of my can. I am also applying a couple of coats of this matte Mod Podge just to make sure that I protect this can because this is going to be in the kitchen where we're going to be putting our utensils, and probably it'll be closer to the stove as well. So I just want to protect it as much as possible. And then using my marker, I am applying lines that to give it the appearance of kind of enamel or distressed look. And so what I'm going to be doing is I am going to also print out a cutout from my Word program or Word doc. And then I just typed in and printed the word utensils. And then I'm just going to be adhering it as well with Mod Podge and then protecting it on top and then applying Mod Podge again to make sure that it's protected. And here it is with all our wooden utensils plus this whisk that I have. I place it at the center and I really love how this one turned out. It blends nicely with the other enamel or tin products that I have on our kitchen counter. Like the one to its right is the oil container or jar, and then the bread box as well. So the white and the black theme really works well. And here's another idea for you when it comes to upcycling or reusing things. This glass jar, an empty pasta sauce jar, can be a container for some oats. Another idea for the pantry is using shoe box organizers, like the ones that are stackable with the clear front so that you can see what's inside. So I didn't really need to label this. And here's an idea for you. If you cannot find those canned goods dispensers, you can also use Dollar Tree lunch boxes or clear boxes that they sell, and for only $1 you can stack them up, unlike purchasing the real dispensers for your canned goods. Choose the rectangular large containers that they sell at Dollar Tree. They are the lidded ones. You don't really have to use the lid on this one, but you can actually use this, again, like I said, to hold or organize or corral your canned goods in different sizes. So I like the versatility of this container. It doesn't have to be the actual canned dispensers that are sometimes hard to find at Dollar Tree, and sometimes they're only available in the bigger stores, but oftentimes they do get sold out. So if you cannot find them, just buy the rectangular food containers, or you can also buy those clear shoe boxes as well that they sell at Dollar Tree, those lidded shoe boxes. So these are the actual dispensers for cans that they sell at Dollar Tree. The only difference is that this actually has a lower front than the ones, if you compare, the one on the left is the food container, and they're pretty much the same. They can corral or organize your canned goods. So just a tip for you there, in case you cannot find the actual canned goods holders or dispensers. Here's another idea. I'm going to be reusing the lid and the bottom part of this takeout box. So for the bottom part, I can use this to corral some items that I want to keep organized either inside my pantry or on top of our island. Sometimes it gets pretty messy or cluttered, so by putting it inside this container, I am eliminating or lessening the visual clutter. Paired with the lid, I am going to be putting some leftover snacks like breads or cookies, and it's easier on the eyes when you see them really contained in a box. So instead of throwing away the containers that we get from the restaurants, I reuse them. So I just remove the brand or the name or the stickers that are on top, and then so that I can use it and I can see what's inside easily. And a lot of these containers are not just microwave safe, they're also dishwasher safe. Here I'm going to be using the lid to put my straws. So we have reusable straws. They are made of metals. And sometimes when we're doing our dishes, the problem with those reusable straws, as well as those long stirrers or spoons, they can get sticky on the counter. So as a resting place before we wash them, what I've done is, using the lid, I'm just putting all the used straws before we wash them so that they're not in direct contact to the counter, and it's easier to kind of organize and clean them as well. So here I have the bended straws, as well as those boba straws, as well as the brushes that I use to clean them up, so that when I'm ready to wash, it's easier for me to carry everything. So excuse the mess in the sink. So sometimes when we just toss things here, I feel like it makes it dirtier and unsanitary, even though I know I'm going to wash them. So holding them in the lid to corral them there protects them from additional dirt. I just want to show you as well here, since I'm giving ideas, that for recycled items or for things that we're going to toss in our recycle bin, I have this white container or basket that I got at Dollar Tree. So I just put it next to our sink so that that's where we place our recyclables before we can toss them into the bigger can outside or a recycle can. It makes it easier to just put them there, and then every day or every time it gets filled up, I just take them out, or somebody in our home will take them out and then toss them inside the recycling bin. To keep the crumbs and dirt from occupying our counter, I don't toss the empty bags of chips. And what I do is I kind of create something temporary as my garbage collector and then just toss them in our trash can. So for example, this empty bag of chips, what I do here to make it stand so that I can use it for the rest of the day to collect some dirt that are accumulating on our island, I am just going to create this so that it can stand up, because it on its own, because it's flat, it will not stand up. So what I do is I kind of create a wider bottom so that it can stand up. So this is how I just do it. I kind of fold the bottom part inwards, and then it can stand on its own, as you can see here. And then that's where I will toss some of the small crumbs or even the things that are messing up our counter, because our trash can is kind of close to the door by the sink, and this is the only way that I see that I can collect the garbage, the small garbage or trash that are accumulating on our counter. And this will be helpful too when you're doing food prep. For example, you're cutting some vegetables and then you can just toss them there. And then even that wipes that I use, I can just toss inside, and then when I'm done, I just kind of crumbled it and then put it in the big trash can. And here's another idea for you. If you have rolls of garbage liners or can liners like I do here, I am going to use a container that I've been holding on for quite some time now, and I figured this one out, so I hope that you can use this as well. So what I did is I chose this basket that has almost a similar width as my rolls of garbage bags, and I like that these handles are wide enough that I can use this as a garbage bag dispenser. This way my garbage bags will not be topsy-turvy, or they are more organized that way, especially when I'm going to try to pull one bag each time. So as you can see here, I'm putting 3 rolls. Actually, it could still probably fit one more roll, so it's easier to just dispense the garbage bag and then just rip it off along the perforation like so, and then that's it. So it keeps everything intact or organized. So here in our laundry room, this is where I'm going to be putting this so that it's easier for me to dispense those garbage liners. I also like reusing empty disinfecting wipes containers, and in a similar manner as the empty chip bag. Before I reuse the container, I make sure that I empty the remaining solution so that I don't waste the solution. And then I just use a clean rug and just wipe the counter. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use this empty container to hold my used syringes for my insulin. So it's so expensive to purchase those containers where you can put in those used syringes. So what I do is I use the empty disinfecting wipes container, and then I put tape so that they don't get dislodged, so that when I drop them in the drop boxes in the designated areas in our hospital, I can just use that safely so that nobody will be injured as well. Now, to create my small or miniature garbage can, I remove this part here so that I will have the wide mouth rather than smaller or half size. So I just use scissors to cut it, and then I use a garbage bag, or in this case a shopping or grocery bag. I just put it inside, and then that's where I collect my trash. So like I said earlier, you can use it for smaller trashes that accumulates on the countertop, and you can use this even inside your car if you want to. The good thing about this with the liner or a grocery bag, you can just lift it up. If something wet or dirty or sticky, just remove the bag and just toss it in your garbage can, and it becomes a lidded small garbage can. Now of course, if you don't want to show the product, you can just remove it, and then you will have a more neutral white. You can decorate it if you want, spray paint it, but I just kind of want to leave it white because our kitchen is mostly white, so it really works well. If you're doing food prep, like I said earlier when I was doing the chip bag, you can use this as well for when you're cutting apples or fruits, and then there are some cores or seeds. You can just toss them in there. Or you can actually use this to do some kind of composting without the bag. Just use it as your composting bin, and then you just toss the contents in a composting can or container. You can use this by your desk or vanity, so that anything that you collect, like for example, used makeup sponges, or when you are sharpening pencils, this is where you can put your small trash or garbage. And here's an idea on how to hold or organize those takeout or restaurant condiment packets. I'm using these 2 glass vases from Dollar Tree. The problem with all these condiment packets, they do get cluttered a lot, and this is an example here. As much as I don't want to waste this, I don't also want to clutter our refrigerator shelf. So what I'm going to do is just clean up this couple of glass jars or vases from Dollar Tree, and that's where I place them so that I can easily reach them. And instead of using boxes or clear boxes, I can see them right away, and it will not eat up too much space because it's tall enough so that every time I add on, and those unexpired condiments are the ones that I am just going to be placing and throwing away the ones that are already old and expired. And here it is. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this simple organization ideas that I have shared with you today. Let me know in the comments section down below if you've already been using some of these ideas. And also comment down below which one is your favorite. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and I'll see you again next week for another Thrifty Thursday. Bye!